a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again, yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again, yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. He's brought down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
so after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. For the Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown had 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards and an Eagle first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
It's a gain.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Eagles.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Caldwell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They run here with Jason Huntley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. They'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Switch out. Watch out.
Patterson on the carry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run on 1st down. Kirkpatrick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete to
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 26 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something they can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Metcalf. A gain of 5.
After one, it's 9-0.
At the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He's stopped at the Eagles' 29. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Complete to Cordero.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now.
Makes the score Eagles 9, Seahawks 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
The
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On third down, it's Patterson, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Hurts sets up to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down now. Kirkpatrick, and the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 30, the 20. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Seahawks 9-yard line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Jason Huntley, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. Now Wilson. High throw, but he makes the catch. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
You think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
He was covered.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A quick toss out right, and he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run the counter. Kirkpatrick. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on
Cordero Patterson. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Eagles 9.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a give right side. Kirkpatrick. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He'll fire it deep for Rager. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Jalen Rager, 76 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Patterson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
Returnable for Lockett. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this a very important drive leading to the 4th quarter of this wild card game.
But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Once more, they turn to Patterson.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Davion Taylor on the stop. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Hurts. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 3rd down, Kirkpatrick. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
He's coming. We got double at the 60.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The tackle.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
6-yard line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Wilson to throw. He'll buy some time right. Going for that's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them.